This is the After Party, live with Kim McAllister. Pick a couch, grab a drink, and settle into the conversation.
There it is. Hi, everybody. It is the After Party Live. And because Mark is not going to be on the show tomorrow, there was a lot to talk about today. So that was a long after show meeting. But thank you for your patience and thank you for being here. And tomorrow on the Mark Thompson Show, Mo Kelly will be hosting, and I'll get to hang out with Mo as will all of us together. But thank you for that. I just see a super sticker pop through here on the After Party Live. This is a wonderful thing. Thank you so much to Cindy, who comes in today for the most busy podcaster with always great shows. Especially appreciate the much needed relaxing after party. Thank you, Cindy. What a nice thing to say, and what a lovely gesture. I really appreciate your generosity and your kindness. Thank you for that so much. And thank you also to Wes, who comes in with $5. I really appreciate that. Recent contributions from Ms. Organic, from Deborah, also another one from Wes. So thank you so much for the contributions to the after party. The PayPal information is in the About tab and also in everyday show description on the After Party Live. Guess what today is? You know, it's Trivia Thursday. And I know we've done the polls in the past about when in the show we should do it, and the beginning of the show seems to be the most wanted time frame for Trivia Thursday. I lost the ability to speak for just a moment. And so I think because the show starting so late, we should go ahead and get right to it. But first, Luis throwing in 5. Kim, you still are our queen of kindness and my favorite McAllister. Mahalo, my friend. Mahalo to you, Luis. Thank you for that. I know. I don't know. I will say that, who was it that was super kind? Maria was super kind today. It was a lovely comment from her, if that's what you're referring to. But thank you. I appreciate that, Luis. And Luis and Cindy, thank you for the contributions, and West today as well. Okay, here we go with Trivia Thursday, after party style. I'm going to the chat. Is everybody ready? You ready for this? We got some funny trivia. We got some more serious trivia. Do you have your fingers stretched out? Are you ready to do it? Even if you're not by a keyboard, you could still shout out the answers, right? Okay, here we go. Gordon's ready. Deidre made it in time. That's right. Ren is ready. Liz is ready. Okay, it's all right, Granny. You just shout out the answer. I'll hear you. I'll hear you, Granny. Great. Here we go. The first question today. Which New Mexico town was named after a game show? Which New Mexico town was named after a game show? I think I know the answer. The answer is not Jeopardy. Although nice one, Phineas. Not Taos. Yes, I think Ren is the first one with it. Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. That is correct, Ren. Wonderful. Donna also has Truth or Consequences. So does Hilo Karen. So does John Watson. It's not The Price is Right. It is Truth or Consequences. Sandy has it as well. So does Gordon. There is a Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Tammy has it. Valley Star. So does Delette. Yeah. Be Aware has it. Who else has it? Jim has it. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. It is a funny name for a town. Okay. Here we go. Next one. This is kind of one of those, either you know it for some weird reason or you don't. You always knew it would come in handy someday. Jousting is the official sport of which U.S. state? Jousting. You know, when you have a long pole, you're astride a horse, and the whole point is to knock the other person off. Jousting is the official sport of which U.S. state? It is not Connecticut or Oregon or Utah. East Coast. Think East Coast. Rhode Island. It is not Rhode Island. Somewhere in New England, I would guess. I'll give that to you. Yeah. The answer to this one is Maryland. Jousting is the official sport of Maryland. Who knew? I didn't know. Did anybody say Maryland? New Hampshire, California, Virginia, Vermont, Pennsylvania. You know, it was one of those obscure questions. Again, somebody maybe knew it. Not us. We didn't know it. Yeah. Okay. How about this? True or false? Tug of war was once an Olympic sport. True or false? Tug of war was once an Olympic sport. You know the one you have to play at the company picnic? Tug of war? Or at camp? Was once an Olympic sport. True or false? And the answer is, let's scroll back. True. Nullifidian says true. That is correct. Hilo Karen says true. Phineas says true. So does Donna. And John and Tammy and Chris and Mobius. And Luis says true. And so does Deidre. Nancy has it. So does Gordon. And so does Mama. And Yvonne. 50-50 questions. A little more on that. Tug of war was introduced in 1900 at the U.S. Olympics and retired in 1920. So there you go. Which famous figure invented the word leapfrog? To leapfrog over something? Which famous figure invented the word leapfrog? Who invented the word leapfrog? See if anybody knows it. Yeah, you guys got it. It does sound like something Mark Twain would have invented, right, Mobius? But Nullifidian knows it's Shakespeare. Kermit, excellent answer. It is Shakespeare, says Donna Holm. That's correct. Shakespeare, says John Watson. And anybody else for a shake? Do I have a Shakespeare? Be aware, says Shakespeare. Excellent. Shakespeare is the right answer. If you got Shakespeare, congratulate yourself. Which was founded first, Netflix or Google? Which was founded first? Was it Netflix or the Goog? Google. Which came first, the Netflix or the Google? I got a lot of Googles. Ren says Google. Chris says Google. Heather says Google. I got a lot of Googles. The answer goes to Deidre. It is Netflix that came first. I know, kind of a surprise, right? Netflix was founded before Google. Netflix founded in 1997. Google founded in 1998. But back then, Netflix started as a way of renting physical copies of movies online. So the streaming service came later in 2007, but the company was around renting physical copies of movies in 1997. So there you go. So let's go back to the chat because I've seen Deidre has Netflix. So does Nancy. So does Donna. John Watson. Tammy has Netflix. Donald the Maine Coon has Netflix. So does Nullifidian. And Jennifer L. Hi, Jennifer L. Yvonne has it as well. Mobius has it. By the way, Yvonne, thank you for the nice emails you've been sending. Mobius has it. And Mama has it. And Phineas has it. Gordon. Oh, wicked googly. Yeah. Dieter says, I remember when Netflix mailed CDs to your home. Yeah. Remember the red envelopes. That's right. Yes, I remember that too. Okay, here is another one. True or false? 3 out of 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore are in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame as well. It's true or false? 3 out of 4 of the presidents on Mount Rushmore are also in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. True or false? And this is going to be Be Kind, Rewind. I remember that. I got a lot of falses, but Tammy says it's true. Tammy is right. It is true. Is that the craziest thing? Cameo says true. Mama says true. So does Gordon. So does Yvonne. So does Be Aware. Yeah, it's so crazy it has to be true. That's right. Gordon says true. Here's the story on that one. George Washington, Teddy Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln are in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. William Howard Taft is as well. Thomas Jefferson is not. So there you go. Who knew? The next question. What is coprasta? Hold on. Coprastastophobia, a fear of. Coprastastophobia. Copra, C-O-P-R-A, stasta, S-T-A-S-T-A, phobia. Coprastastophobia. What is that the fear of? Coprastastophobia. Cobras would seem like the right answer, right? Coprastastophobia. Nullifidian feces. Kind of. Almost. I'm gonna put a star by that because yeah, I think that's right. The answer is, I'll let you guys answer a little more and then I'll move on. Oh, your brother called. That's okay. You could be late to trivia for your bro. Family comes first, right? Hi, Rhonda. Coprastastophobia is fear of constipation. Fear of constipation. So in a way, that is like fear of poop, right? I guess you could say. Yeah. So if that's the case, Agent Kitty Feets, I think, is first to the punch on that. Coprastastophobia is a fear of constipation or, yeah, poop. So Heather has it. Nullifidian has it. Jennifer has it. Fear of not going potty. Mobius, yes. Donna, fear of flat Coca-Cola. Fear of Thanksgiving. Fear of the Copacabana. These are the best answers I've seen. Fear of poop, Gordon, yes. Cobra feces, yes. I know. Yeah. Constipation, yeah, but it's the same thing, right? Fear of going poop, fear of constipation. That's the right answer. Constipation. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, because Copra lights are poop fossils, so that's how you figured it out with your wizard brain. Beautiful. Those are some shitty guesses. I love it. Your potty training goblin has that. Oh no. I still think the best potty training method is just pants off for a weekend, put towels everywhere, and see what happens. This is another one, you know it or you don't, wacky trivia. In which Alaska city is it illegal to give a moose any alcoholic beverages? Which seems like actually a really good law. In which Alaska city is it illegal to give a moose any alcoholic beverages? If you guys don't get it quickly, then I'll just say it because, Deidre knows. Fairbanks. Deidre says it's Fairbanks. Deidre's right. Fairbanks, Alaska. Don't booze up your moose, okay? No can do. Oh my God. All right, how about this? Which animal can hold its breath longer than a dolphin? We may have touched on this in the past. Which animal can hold its breath longer than a dolphin? I have a whale, a seal, a turtle, a blue whale, a turtle, a beaver, a whale, a water beetle. Ooh, good answer. Beluga, sperm whale, otter, platypus, sperm whale, turtle, flipper, The answer is, I even got a manatee. Wow. The answer is a sloth. Yeah. A sloth can hold its breath for up to 40 minutes. Dolphins need to surface for air every 10 to 15 minutes. Sloths can hold their breath for up to 40 minutes. How crazy is that? What animal can survive being frozen solid? What animal can survive? What? Yeah, I know. What animal can survive being frozen solid? Come out the other side of it all right. Let's see what you got here. I got a tardigrade, I got an ant, I got a gator. The answer is frog. Gordon knows that it is a frog. It's actually a wood frog. It survives in a state of suspended animation, no movement, no heartbeat until it thaws itself out in the spring. It freezes and manages to come out the other side of it. Frog is correct, Gordon. Yay! Jennifer knew as well. Jennifer says frogs. Sandy has frogs. Excellent. Frogs. I give you, yes, fear of not pooping, Susan. You got it. That was the last one. You got it. Toad. The answer is wood frog. I don't know if I'll give you toad. I'm doing it. Be aware, wood frog it is. Yes, wood frog. Deidre got it first today. Did I say somebody else got it first? I think I saw Gordon first with frog. Let me scroll back. Oh, Deidre got it first with frog. You are correct. My apologies, Deidre. You did get it first. Yeah. Good job. Good job to all the frogs, the froggy logs. Next question. Okay. We have covered this in the past, this story over and over again. So this is like for the A students of the After Party Live. Which country hosts a wife carrying world championship? Which country hosts a wife carrying world championship? You guys should know this one. I know it's an obscure championship, yet we know. Wife carrying world championship held in which country? It is not Russia, 'tis not Scotland, but it is, John Watson, Finland. Finland has the wife carrying world championship. Excellent. It is Finland. Ren has it as well. Yeah. Well done. I love that question. It's awesome. Which animal possesses the ability to clean its own ear with its tongue? What animal possesses the ability to clean its own ear with its tongue? I know that's gross, but yet it is what it is. Be aware says strong Viking wives are heavy. You never know what's going to be on the quiz. I'm telling you. Sandy says giraffe. I think Sandy was the first to say giraffe, right? Yeah. As advertised. Sandy gets it right. Yes. The giraffes have the muscular tongues that can be up to 20 inches long, allowing them to groom their own faces and their own ears. Giraffe is the answer I seek. And Sandy has it, and Tammy has it, and Mama has it. Yvonne has it. And Donna has it. And so does John Watson. And be aware. Do they race for the finish line? Blue Spark, that's good. I like it. Really good. Gene Simmons probably also as well. Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Okay, next one. True or false? Potatoes have more chromosomes than humans. True or false? Potatoes have more chromosomes than humans. Even if you don't know the answer, don't you want to know the answer? Yes, I do. True or false? Potatoes have more chromosomes than humans. And the answer is, going to the chat, I've got a mixture. Nullifidian says true. Nullifidian is correct. Yes. Some potatoes have 48 chromosomes. Humans have 46. Some potatoes have 48. Nullifidian says true. That's right. Gordon, Phineas, John Watson, Hilo Karen, Tammy, Uncle Jim, Be Aware, Cameo, Blue Spark, all say true. Ren says true. Heather says true. So does Sandy Donna. Jane says true. Yvonne, Delette. Yeah. Be Aware just read that in a headline a few weeks ago. See how that works? Another one of those questions that has to be true because it's just so weird, right? Crazy. All right. What is Ronald McDonald called in Japan? I can't wait to see your answers. What is Ronald McDonald called in Japan? We say Ronald McDonald. They say what in Japan? Here we go. Phineas says, an American, which would be true, a clown burger. Ronald McDonald-san. Mr. Burger. Ronald-san. Hello, Ronald. Big Shoe. Donkey Kong. The American president. McDonald-san. Mr. Sir McDonald. Something related to sushi? The answer is, we say Ronald McDonald, but they say Donald McDonald. They don't say Ronald, they say Donald. Donald McDonald. That's what they call it in Japan. I'm in Japan. I don't know. Who knew? Interesting answer. Interesting question. I don't know. Okay, next one. What kind of bees recognize human faces? What kind of bees recognize human faces? Has anyone ever told them that they're wrong? Who knows? They just go with it over there, okay? The mint tea is good. The answer is to this, what kind of bees recognize human faces? The answer is going, not Bumble, not Killer, not Bumble Tuna. It is honeybees. Donna has it. Honeybees recognize human faces. Mobius knew it too. Yellow Jacket. I would think that would be true because don't they get angry? Like they know who has wronged them, right? Yvonne says honeybees. That's correct. Be Aware says honey. Delette has honey. Wasps says it is honeybees. Yeah. Well done. Okay, next question. Should we switch over? I'm going to switch over. I don't know. Are we done with wacky trivia? Because I have okay, I'm switching to tree trivia. Here we go. Here we go. This is trivia about trees. The oldest tree in the world is estimated to be over 15,000 years old. True or false? The oldest tree in the world is estimated to be over 15,000 years old. True or false? She slammed down Banyan the minute I said tree. She's like, Banyan, that's it. Chris says false. Uncle Jim says false. Yvonne says true. I'm going with Chris on this one. The answer is false. The oldest tree in the world is only 5,000 years old. 5,000 years old. Who has false? Chris, Uncle Jim. Who else has false? Agent Kitty Feet said false. Be Aware said false. Jen says false. I'm just shortening it from Jennifer L to Jen. Jen. Like we're besties. But we kind of are. So, says I. The tree of life in the Lion King is what kind of tree? The tree of life in the Lion King is what kind of tree? The tree of life in the Lion King is what kind of tree? I'm seeing the answer come through. Donna says it's a baobab. It is an African baobab tree. That is correct. Be Aware also has baobab. It is a baobab tree. And the next tree question for you. What is the term for a tree that loses its leaves in the autumn? What is the term for a tree that loses its leaves in the autumn? Where are my gardeners? Bring the gardeners out. Yeah, you guys know this is a deciduous tree. It is deciduous. Hilo Karen, I think, has first dibs on this one, followed very quickly by Chris Holm, and then Donna Holm, and then Deidre and Sandy and Karen and Be Aware and Gordon and Blue Spark. Everybody got this one. This is good. Good job. Go down the list. Uncle Jim, Donald, Heather, Jen, Null, Tammy, Tam, Nancy, Ren, Cameo. You guys all got it. Okay. And the next tree question. Gods, kings, generals, and sports champions in ancient Greece and Rome wore wreaths made of what kind of leaves? Gods, kings, generals, sports champions in ancient Greece and Rome wore wreaths made of what kind of leaves? What kind of leaves adorn the champions? Chris Holmes says laurel. The answer is bay laurel. Laurel is acceptable. Hilo Karen says laurel. That's right. Donna has laurel. Uncle Jim has laurel. So does Tammy have laurel. Yvonne says laurel. So does Valley Star. Say laurel. Be Aware has laurel. Laurel and Hardy, says Donald. Bay leaves. Yeah. Laurel Bay. Okay. Or bay laurel, rather. Next one. What color do the leaves of the honey locust, the western larch, and the silver birch turn in autumn? What color do the leaves of the honey locust, the western larch, and the silver birch turn in autumn? It's not an easy question, this. Although there are very few responses, so perhaps you'll just get it right. It looks like a lot of people are already getting it right. It's yellow. That's correct. Those leaves turn yellow. Deidre has it, and so does Chris. I'll take gold or yellow. Donna, yes. Gordon, Tammy, Mobius, Nulliphidian. I would not have gotten this one. You guys are killing me. Ren says yellow. So does Nancy. Plaid, says Heather. Yellow, says Sandy. And Be Aware. Well done. Good job. Really good job. Over 80% of Borneo's rainforests have been cleared to produce what crop? Over 80% or more than 80% of Borneo's rainforests have been cleared to produce what crop? The answer is I got a soy, I got a rice, I got a maize, I got a rice, I got a bamboo, an alpha, a cane, a cotton, a coconut. Do you remember when I told you why Julia had a problem selling Girl Scout cookies? Because of the ingredient, and the kids have to climb the trees to harvest this particular thing? Yeah, Deidre's correct. It's that seed oil. It's palm seed oil. That's right. I'm giving it to Deidre. More than 80% of Borneo's rainforests have been cleared to produce palm oil. Yeah. Did anybody else say palm? Yeah, Uncle Jim had palm as well. Yeah. Jane had it. Blue Spark had it. Mobius, Deidre. Yeah. Phineas says palm. Yeah, it isn't good for you. It's not good for the world. Not good for the kids that have to harvest it either, right? Yeah. I thought it came from the hands of the natives. Might as well. Deidre, I have a box of Girl Scout cookies on my desk. I can confirm that palm oil is in my cookies. Yeah, that was the last year she sold. Well, the year before would be the last year she sold them. Then she realized there was palm oil and she's like, I am not selling that. Did you see the story about those children? No. That's good for kids to climb trees, says Heather. Oh, man. Okay. These questions are not easy. This is for the serious tree aficionados among us. Are you ready? Are you ready? What kind of fruit tree is the national tree of Bangladesh? I know. Someday this answer will come in handy for you. Trust. Trust. Someday you'll be like, hey, did you know the national tree of Bangladesh is the what? The coffee tree, the banana tree, the willow tree, the olive tree. Mama knows it's the mango tree. That is correct. I didn't think anybody was going to get that right. The national tree of Bangladesh is indeed the mango tree. And Mama is the winner of the question. Yvonne closely behind with mango. Right. Sandy has mango as well. Jane had mango too. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Well done. What kind of fruit? Is this even true? What kind of fruit does a banyan tree produce? Banyan tree produces fruit? I'll have to look this up. What kind of fruit does a banyan tree produce? I guess it's true. Who knew? Banyan fruit, says Blue Spark. I don't know. My favorite fruit, says Yvonne. I mean, yeah, a nut? Band-aids, get it? Banyan fruit, says Ren. Tammy says fig. And Tammy is right. Yes, this is the craziest thing. A banyan tree produces fig. So I have a fig tree outside, and it is not a banyan tree, and it produces fruit. So I thought that couldn't be right. But apparently, according to Wikipedia, a banyan is a fig that develops accessory trunks from adjacent prop roots, allowing the tree to spread out indefinitely. I guess it's a type of fig tree. I had no idea. Yeah. They produce small fig-like fruits that develop from syconia structures originating from their hidden flower. Banyan trees have produced figs. Learn something new every day. I'm telling you what, Tammy had fig. Well done. I think Tammy might have been Be Aware says figgy pudding. I should have known it too, Karen. Delette says fig. Yeah, Delette. It's a fig. A banyan is a fig. See what we learn on the After Party Live? That knowledge will come in handy someday. That's for sure. My fig produces inedible fruit, too cold. My fig produces very edible fruit. My neighbor comes and gets them and makes jam out of it. So a fig tree and a banyan tree both produce the same fruit. It's a type of fig, not the same as a. But then there's a bunch of different kinds of fig trees. So I guess a banyan is perhaps in that family. Yeah. Be Aware says banyan figs are too small to waste your time eating, though, aren't they? Well, probably because I've never had one. I've never seen them advertised, a banyan fig. Karen says banyan tree fruits are small, cherry-sized sessile figs, about a half to an inch to an inch that grow in pairs. Who would have thunk it? Says John Watson. Fig Newtons? Says Phineas. Oh, yeah. I'll go look for those banyan figs, says Hilo Karen. Please send pictures. I'd love it. That's awesome. Okay. I'm loving the tree trivia. Who knew? What is the only island in the world on which you will find the dragon blood tree? What is the only island in the world on which you will find the dragon blood tree? And there is such a thing. And I know we're going along on trivia today, but you know, when it's fun, it's fun. The only island in the world on which you will find the dragon blood tree. And the answer is I got a Madagascar, I got a Sumatra, Komodo Island. Oh no, we don't go to that island. Madagascar, Bora Bora, Komodo, Madagascar, Fiji, Komodo, Gilligan's, nice. Middle East somewhere. Sold. I'll take it. This island is part of Yemen. It is Socotra Island. It is located between the Guardafui Channel and the Arabian Sea. It is the largest of 4 islands in this chain of islands located near major shipping routes, officially part of Yemen. But it's closer to the island than Aden. Socotra, Socotra, Socotra would be the only island on which you could find the dragon blood tree. I don't think anybody got that right, but now at least we know. I mean, I know you were just jonesing to have that information, right? We all know this one. All of us Californians. Which species is the tallest tree in the world? Which species is the tallest tree in the world? Sounds like Sumatra. Socotra, Soco. Jennifer says it's a redwood tree. Jennifer's right. Ms. Organic is right. We're all right. Says Heather, Sandy. Coastal redwood. I'll take it. Gordon has it as well. Karen and Nancy and Be Aware and Mama. We all got it. It is the redwood tree. What state would you travel to if you wanted to visit the lone cypress? It's actually, they say, the most photographed tree in the world. What U.S. state would you travel to if you wanted to visit the lone cypress? Said to be the most photographed tree in the world. We would travel to... Yeah, Deidre has it. California. It's in Monterey, right? Deidre has it. Cameo has it. Yvonne has it. Phineas has it. So does Donna, Nancy, Viewfinders, Chris, Kitty, Karen, Ren, Yvonne, Gordon, Jen, Be Aware, Jane O, LA. Oh no. Cameo, Carmel, or Jennifer says Carmel. Is it in Carmel? Technically, it's on 27-mile drive, right? Yeah, the Lone Cypress. I think you're right. You might be right. Or Pebble Beach. Near Pacific Grove. Monterey area. We'll just do that. I think that's a perfect way to end it. Thank you for playing. And so goes Trivia Thursday. Boy, that was a long session, but I thought I had a little fun. I hope you guys had fun too. I want to make sure we get this story in. Oh, first of all, I want to show this picture. For whatever reason, and I know because I saw the screenshot that Wes sent this to the right email address, yet I never got it. I have no idea what happened. But I got it on Facebook. And so here's Wes's picture from Florida of the lunar eclipse. How cool is that? What a great shot of the blood moon over the homes in the neighborhood. Thank you, Wes, for sending in this awesome picture of the lunar eclipse. I have quite a collection of these pictures from you guys now. I love it. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Okay. Check this out. Look at this little one. This is one of those stories I adore about humans helping animals, right? I mean, what better use to employ your 3D printer than to help this turtle walk again? This is awesome. This 3D printed wheelchair made by a volunteer is helping this Gulf Coast box turtle named Moses walk again. Moses was missing both of his back legs. He now gets a second chance at mobility because of this human with a 3D printer. Using this printer, an aquarist designed this custom-made wheelchair that supplements Moses's movement. The aquarist slash 3D printing expert went to Reddit and got feedback from a community of makers on Reddit, made several adjustments to the design, and now with the help of this online Reddit community, Moses is moving around because of his new wheels. And the aquarist or 3D printer is now sharing the files for the design online. So anyone with a 3D printer can potentially help other turtles in need as well. He said, one of my coworkers asked if I could make something to help one of our ambassador box turtles with mobility. Within 24 hours, I had a plan to make a 3D printed wheelchair. He said he was approached by a colleague at the Mississippi Aquarium in Gulfport to help Moses move. We don't know exactly what happened to Moses, why he lost his back legs, but because he lost his back legs, he couldn't move around on his own. So this person got to work on the design, said he had several working prototypes within a week. The images of the first design show what resembles a rear axle and wheels of an orange toy truck strapped across the turtle and secured to Moses by a harness over the top of his shell. Well, that's pretty good. Then he improved on the first efforts, made the wheels thinner and the axle shorter so that Moses could make some tighter turns, reduced each wheel's diameter, added some grooves to the base of the newer wheelchair. Not all the changes worked. He tried adding a front bumper to the chair to try to keep it level and make it easier for Moses to move, but had to scrap that. That didn't work out. They say there's still some room for improvement in this design, so it's kind of a work in progress. But as of now, Moses is moving. So still looking at ways to maybe improve the wheelchair, make it a little better. But that's a great use of an online community coming together to solve a problem like this and to help the creatures of the world. And so now Moses moves again. This one is about future food. You know, you never know what's coming down the pike. How about rice cheese? Want some? Yum. 12% protein in the rice cheese could be the next big thing. There's a lot of non-dairy vegan cheeses that you can try. Some are good, some maybe not so much. Some pass for the real thing, but often don't have a lot of protein. The substitutes. Agricultural researchers at the University of Arkansas, though, think, nah, we got the solution. And it's widespread. According to a recent study published in the journal Future Foods, rice may be the secret ingredient to making healthy, hypoallergenic, protein-packed fake cheese. Study co-author says, in a single grain of rice, we have 3 different types of protein, from brown rice, white rice, and bran. They said they wanted to do a little research in this because there's more than 1.4 million acres of rice harvested in 2024, and Arkansas is the biggest rice producer in the United States, contributes almost half the nation's entire rice supply. Did you know this? You'd think there are different types of rice, but it's all in the milling. Rice milling involves removing the husk to reveal brown rice. Additional milling is what makes rice white, or white rice, but also generates byproducts like broken kernels and rice bran. And some of those kernels are used in beer brewing and pet food. The grain often isn't really used as much as it could be. We have an estimated 14.3 million tons of rice bran and 24.8 million tons of broken kernels. That's all told more than 3 million tons of nutritious protein that could be integrated into food markets. And so, rice cheese could be the next thing. And again, according to early test batches, it had 12% protein. I'll take rice cheese on my taco, please. This one's I think this is a little sad. This island looks kind of pretty to me. This is part of Japan, very distant part of Japan. And this island is called Mina Mitorishima. It is about 1,200 miles east of Tokyo. And so it's on the very edge. And it's being eyed as the next nuclear waste dump. A lot of nuclear waste comes from nuclear power plants, and that is on the rise around the world. So there's got to be a place to dump this stuff. And representatives in Japan are saying they're considering establishing a nuclear waste burial facility on Mina Mitorishima. So this is this tiny little kind of triangular shaped island. It is only 0.6 square miles, surrounded by a coral atoll, completely uninhabited. It's been closed to tourists or visitors. The Japanese Minister of Economy, Trade, and Industry says this island includes unexplored areas capable of housing the infrastructure needed for waste disposal, and it features scientifically favorable traits as well. Oh, there's a Gallup poll taken in 2023 saying about 55% of respondents in the US supported increasing reliance on nuclear energy. So, in the United States, around the world, nuclear energy is becoming more and more used. Despite the disaster of Fukushima, right? They say they'll have to do more surveys before they make any real plans for Mina Mitorishima to move forward as a nuclear waste dump. But it does appear that this island is the most likely candidate for a burial facility. And here's the thing. If you're going to dump nuclear waste, maybe should we not advertise where you're putting it? Because can't like the terrorists go and collect it? I would not want that. I would want to keep that a bit of a secret. But This is the preliminary location. They have 3 other sites on 2 of Japan's most heavily populated islands, Hokkaido and Kyushu, that they are conducting research on as well. So could be that this little triangular shaped island is somewhere you want to stay far, far away from. I hate the idea of polluting this place, but there it is. Yeah, I know. I know. I'll tell you. Not good. I have a lotto of the day. We can wrap it up with a lotto of the day. How about this? This woman won $50,000 twice, almost a year apart. I mean, why not, right? Some people have all the luck. I'll tell you, this lady from Maryland scored a $50,000 top prize from a bonus match 5 lottery drawing almost a year after winning the very same amount from the very same game. She visited the lottery headquarters in Maryland to collect her 50 grand. And and she also won $15 from a second ticket. So it's $50,000, $15. She said the numbers for the big winner were copied from a quick pick ticket that previously earned her a $400 prize. If I have a winning ticket, I play it again the next day, she said. She previously won $50,000 from the same game in November of 2024. She said, bonus match 5 is my everyday game. That's a lot of money if you're playing it every day. I wonder how much she spent versus how much she's won. Now, she says she's considering whether to use her latest prize money to buy a new vehicle or to remodel her kitchen. I think she should just put it in her lottery fund, because if she's playing every day, she might need a lotto fund to keep that jackpot rolling. I don't know. All right. That is the after party live for this Trivia Thursday. Tomorrow, or tonight, I should say, please join Nikki Maduro and I for the Nikki Maduro Show. It is at 5 p.m. Pacific tonight. Cocktails, mocktails, politics, and all kinds of fun and goof-offery. That is the Nikki Maduro Show at 5 p.m. Pacific. Please set your alarm for it on your phone so you can come and join us and hang out and have some fun. I really would love to see you. Of course, we'll be talking about the the Secretary of Homeland Security landing on her ass outside the luxury plane. So facetiously, of course, but please join us for the show. That'll be really fun, and I would love to have you along for the ride on that. Thank you for being here today. Tomorrow, of course, Tim Sika will be on this show. On Mark's show, we've got Mo Kelly hosting. We've got Michael Schur coming through. We have Friday Fabulous Florida, which will be great fun. And we have Michael Snyder coming through. So that happens tomorrow on the Mark Thompson Show. But between now and then, until we meet again, make it a great rest of your day. Thank you to Cindy for the earlier super chat and the $10. Thank you to Luis for the 5 and the lovely comment as well. Huge thank you to Blue Spark, who throws in 10 as well with the lovely super sticker. Thank you for contributing to this show. So appreciate you. Thank you to the folks that have contributed via the show PayPal page as well. I know Wes threw in some money today to help keep the show going. So thank you, Wes, for your contribution to the PayPal account here. Also, Ms. Organic, Deborah S., the most recent contributors to this show. And thank you for the messages and the emails and everything else. All right, you guys, make it a great rest of your day. And hopefully, let's meet again right here on YouTube at the Nikki Maduro Show. Bye-bye.
The After Party Live would like to thank the following contributors and viewers like you.
still waiting for the finished product.